Hi, y'all. Thank you so much for choosing me to be your reader for today. I've already finished your readings. There's one group that I really love, and I hope that many people pick it. And I'm not going to ruin the surprise, so I'm just going to allow you to figure it out. I will tell you this: group number one is a freaking warning. It is a warning. Like, wow. But yeah, like, other than that, I'm glad that each reading was different. So yeah, if you're one of those individuals that's like, oh my god, I have no idea which reading is the right one for me, do what I do. I close my eyes and I say the following: the truth. Which reading is the right one for me, please? And then open your eyes. And so your eyes will tell you where you need to go. Now, if you keep going back and forth between a certain group, between groups, that just means that you have dual messages. But thank you so much for listening to this part of the video, and I shall see you at your reading. Hello there, group number one. I hope you're doing okay. So yeah, we're gonna know if you like this job, or will you like this job before you apply to it. Just so you know, I'm not responsible for whatever, this is entertainment purposes. I gotta set that there. Now, before I get started, this is a general reading, not a personal one. If you want to book a personal reading with me, all you gotta do is check the description. Now, sometimes when I do these readings, I will talk about myself, like a relatable story. That's not me hijacking your reading or nothing like that. It's just giving like a double confirmation. So I think that's the best way I can put it. But let's get into it. We're going to get 7 cards. I don't take reversals in this deck, so let's do it. God, Source, Universe, the truth for group number one. Will they like this job or possibly internship? First impression. I'll take this. Will you actually like it? Work environment. Oh, great. This nudity. Well, yeah, of course. Co-workers. What about them? Okay. What to look out for? Okay. Opportunities for growth. Interesting. You got 2 moon cards. I'm keeping that. That is interesting that it popped out like that. And what is the outcome? Okay. So I'm going to pause it and fix it. All right. So it looks a lot better. Let's get into it. Of course, I forgot my spectacles. I think I can get up and I swear this Mercury retrograde is annoying. I'll be glad when it's over. But yes, I need my glasses so I can properly give you a good reading that you're looking for. So thank you so much for being patient with me, group number one. All right, so what is the first impression of your job? And this can be about supervisor as well. So you have the Queen of Pentacles. This is the alternative version of it. So look at it. You see how she's going, la la la, I'm dissociating, and there's something bad that happens in the background, and someone is kind of begging for help. It's like they're very nonchalant. So, gotta tell you about the Queen of Pentacles. You actually got 2 twats here. Okay, all right, I don't like this. So, I'm glad I used this deck. Something said, look, hit him with the truth, man. I don't want anyone to be delulu about nothing. But truth be told, like the first impression, these people appear to be okay. They appear that they want to nurture you like the Queen of Pentacles to help you grow. But with this peacock here, this is all smoke and mirrors. It's like, oh yeah, I'll help you. I help you. But deep down inside, like, once you deal with this individual, you're going to realize that he or she are pieces of shits. They come across, and I know, like, pop psychology ruined the word narcissism. But this person comes across as a narcissist where they want somebody to kiss their ass. They know what they're doing is wrong, but they don't care as long as they make money. This is giving me counterpart where, oh great, I got a story to tell you about this year, huh? But this is giving me counterpart where you might be working with a couple who owns like a small business, or you could, and you know, like, I had been in a really large mortgage company for 7 years, and I worked in the finance department where we had a wife and a husband who were both supervisors. One was for domestic, the other ones were for international. But yeah, they appear that they want to be helpful, but you do something wrong, they will punish you, like, severely. So I'm telling you right now, you're not even going to like this job, but I feel like I need to tell you what's up anyway. So will you actually like this job? It's interesting that you have the Knight of Wands. I think at first you will totally like this job. Like, they sound promising. Like, hey, we're going to help you grow. We want to work with you. And the Knight of Wands is someone who is ambitious. And it's like, okay, I'm ready to go. Let's get into it. Like, let's go. Let's do this, baby. Let's do it. Didn't do a good job covering her chesticles. There we go. But yeah, it's like, let's get it together. So if you were to pursue this, you're going to be persuaded by the smoke and mirrors that these individuals are presenting to you. What is the work environment? Like the culture, the vibe? You got the Lovers. And so you think that, wow, this is going to be peace and harmony in this situation. Everything seems to be going well. I'm looking at this fire here. Now, obviously, I can't show you the card because of nudity. But it's like everything is going to appear to be peaceful. I'm looking at the snake, but this is the card of the Gemini. And Gemini is about, I think, therefore I am Gemini. So you may have like a great idea. You can see potential growth, but something about this job seems off. So now I have to tell you a story as to why I am delayed from graduating from grad school. Instead of the spring, it's the fall. So practicum spring of this year, spring semester sucked. I don't want to make this super long, but this is pretty much playing out the scenario that I've dealt with, group number 1, where the job seems promising, and I had like a supervisor, like this bitch here, that it's like, oh, la la la, I'm dissociating and I'm not really doing my job. And so by me starting there in January, I have not came across the supervisor. And what's crazy, it was a family ghetto ass private practice by these piece of shit losers who are very much unethical. And I kept reporting to my school supervisor, like, I'm just sitting here wasting my time. I'm doing my homework. I'm fixing my locks. I'm doing research. I'm trying to come up with ideas to help. I'm trying to correspond with these people. Talk to, I'm just going to go by her last name, Elwood. Trying to talk to Elwood to see when can I finally see her. Because it's been 3 weeks now. I haven't seen her. And therefore, I don't know what's going on. And so what happened is, after I provided sufficient proof that I'm not getting any help, I'm not being shadowed, then this narcissist, she said that we're going to call for remediation. She made up a whole bunch of lies to make me look like a piece of shit. She said that I am rude, unprofessional, and controlling, and people have talked to me about my candor. No one talked to me about anything. She lied and said I couldn't handle feedback. And I'm like, that's a fucking lie. And I did not want to go to remediation, but I had to. I had provided 12 pages, single space, in chronological order of everything that took place, as well as what they were talking about. And I still had to take remediation. The only person who really stood up for me, for real, was my school advisor. That was it. And so I told another practicum student the tea that I got very late. Hey, this big back Buffalo built bitch, Morris, her last name, Morris. Oh, that's the Elwood's daughters. All right. She's cool with one person whose last name starts with an X. Everybody is in cahoots. I said, get your practicum and leave. And then she followed my advice. She got her practicum and left because she started to see things that was unethical. So I'm telling you right now, pay attention to your body. So I'm not even finished with your reading, but I'm about to tell you what's up. So when you're in an interview process, if you feel like you have to force a smile and something feels off with your body, that is God's way of saying, don't do it. I have ignored the signs. And so what's crazy is that my therapist, it was so many signs. Like, my therapist didn't tell me until after this happened that she was doing her internship, but she was dealing with the male Elwood. I refuse to call them Mr. and Mrs. I just want to call them Twat 1 and Twat 2. But she the one that gave me all the tea about who to watch out for when it was too late. So I just went back and told the girl that I'm still cool with to this day about what's going on. And her university is actually going to remove these people out of Tavera. However, my college will not do that with me. And so, anyways, during just interviewing them and them interviewing me, the daughter was a bitch, still a bitch to this day. Something was off. I was genuinely excited to talk to these people, but again, I had to force a smile. And I just kept feeling drained. So I feel like I just need to close your reading right now, group number 1, but I'm just letting you know what's up. This is definitely giving me the scenario, what I experienced. So yeah, I was retaliated because I wasn't getting what I want. And female Elwood did not want to do her job. And so I'm watching their karma happen in real time. I love it. I love everything they're getting. Like, have the day you deserve. But yeah, I'm going to continue on with your reading so you can know what's up. So, co-worker energy. You got the high priestess. There are a lot of secrets, just like the small little bitch made private practice that I stayed for a good miserable 3 months, right? So a lot of people, they keep secrets. To me, this is giving me really shitty ass communication. And this is just a sign that if you happen to be like an intern somewhere and you're dealing with this shit right now, group number 1, stay silent. Just so that you can just unfortunately play this toxic rig game that people who should not be in a position of power put in place. So you would have to do that, because it's just giving me off energy. It's giving me energy where anything you say will be used against you hardcore. And it's so many secrets. Many people don't know anything. If you feel like you have a coworker that you believe you can trust, use your discernment. I was able to trust one intern, one who recently graduated from my college. I thought I can trust her, but she backstabbed me, but no worries, I got her back. I had to do a little something too to get her in trouble. Just like she in that company ruined my spring break, I made sure to ruin her birthday weekend. It was a nice little trade. Just saying. Kiss my ass. People who act like this. Anyways, what to look out for. You got this deceiving King of Pentacles here. You see how he's tucking money away? So what to look out for. This is a card of shutting up with the High Priestess. She wants to talk, and I like that this is in the middle. Don't share your ideas. Don't badmouth anybody. You know, if you're going to ask questions, keep them broad. Try to document everything that you can. Though in my case, it didn't work for me. So I'm at a point where it's just like, you believe I stole money? Yeah, I did. Because it's just like, I can't anymore. Because by me over explaining myself and trying to prove anything, it has not worked in my favor at all. But yeah, like, be careful. Like, you're dealing with sneaky individuals, people who may do things that are unethical or illegal. Totally watch out for that. These two BITCHs, because I feel like I've been cussing all throughout this reading. I cuss when I'm angry. So it's only been like 2 days out of what current days in this year that I haven't cussed. That's rare. But these two people are pretty much in for the money. All they want is for people to just shut up and fall in line. This is why most of your co-workers are just silent. They go with the flow. They don't say anything. You know, these two individuals can make the most corny jokes on the planet. They'll laugh at it because they know that they have, you know, they dangle the carrot over their head. And these individuals thrive with people who are living in survival mode. My guys are saying you deserve better, group number 1. So if you did not apply for this job, or you're thinking about applying it, or they gave you an offer, again, I'm not responsible of what you choose to do, but please understand that you have a gift of your intuition. Please follow that. Just saying. But yeah, like, all they care about is money. They don't care about helping people. They just, again, just shut up and do your job. That's the kind of energy that they have. So, are there any opportunities to grow? The fact that you have 2 moon cards. You have the original one, and you have the alternative moon card. And the fact that they both fell together says a lot. So the moon, double Pisces energy, this is about secrets, hidden desires, fears, delusions, intuition, imagination. Will this job give you room to level up? No, they will not. They thrive off of fear. And so you have the dog and you have the wolf here. And they're both howling at the moon. But there's this lobster. And as soon as the lobster come out, everyone, you know, the wolf and the dog is going, yelp, yelp, yelp. I think you're going to know the truth. Because what's hidden in the dark will come to light, will come to surface. you're going to know the truth about these people. You will not have any room for improvement. I heard the word stuck. You will be in a stuck energy with these people. They want to keep you there. They will love your ideas or probably downplay them, but they will use it for their benefit and swear that you've never uttered a fucking word. And I think a lot of people have fell in line and fell on code. And so considering that, especially if you live in the United States of the KKK, everything is kind of scarce right now. Jobs are hard to come by. It's hard to find somewhere that's decent, that values your worth. And so these people know that. These people give me where on paper it says they voted for Democrat, but they secretly voted for Republican, right? These are giving me people where they want people to believe they're good people. Just like female Elwood said, the nice little dig, because she villainized me. And I said, okay, cool. I don't mind being a villain. Fuck it. She said, you know, the people at this job are good people. I'm like, they can't be. They may be good people because you made sure to put fear onto them. Like even male Elwood and that big Buffalo built bitch daughter of theirs. T has it that he complies what his bitch wife and his bitch daughter does, even though he runs the company. So it's like, well, we could do that, but I don't think Morris wouldn't like that. And I'm like, fuck her. She's just a project manager. She doesn't have any credentials at all when it comes to therapy. I did her job at a shitty private practice that I worked at. It made way less money. I did her fucking job. I'm sorry, group number one. Like, I really hope you're not currently in this position. But yes, Spirit is saying, find something better, shut up, and get out of Dodge ASAP. Don't say anything bad about these people. I'm also hearing additional message that if you got some tea that you have proof that what they're doing is illegal, report them. Get all the tea and report them. So anyways, what is the outcome? Death. Game over. Even if you were to stay, like Spirit is saying, get the fuck out. Or otherwise, they're going to kick you out. You're going to end up being like me in a situation where everything I thought I wished for will crumble. You see the magician here? The magician in this death card, they have all the skills. You know, they got the cup, the swords, the coin, and the wand. And death is coming. They don't give a fuck about what you have to offer. They don't care, group one. You do anything to try to stand in your power, they have the upper hand because they can. These are weak people, honestly. But these are the kind of weak people that deter other pupils. I heard the word pupils, so I'm going to say it, from actually wanting to work and, you know, say, you know what, I don't want to work with anybody. I would rather work for myself. They like the power. They like the control. If you try to step up, they will retaliate. For some of you, they will even put you on a record that you should not be hired. This is how down low and dirty these individuals are. I don't like them. I hope they get everything they deserve, in my opinion. I know this one is getting a really bad disease for what they're doing, and it's like, oh well, you asked for it. Just by being who you are, you will die being nothing but you. Let's give you some advice and we'll end your reading. Wow. I hope the other groups turn out decent. I pray. Let's give you 2 cards for group number 1. Look at that. Okay, so I talked about manifestation with the Magician, but you have manifesting. And it says you have all the tools. Shut up. You have all the tools you need to increase your income. Good fortune is coming soon. An opportunity may come to you where you can showcase your talent. Fuck these people. They're bitches. Just like the one girl who hit me up to give me the tea. That was a nice little birthday gift that I got. I'm going to put it right here because of the stupid light. But she said that I'm glad that you didn't quit doing what you were doing. You would have added great asset to this company. I was like, I know. But it was nice to hear for her to say that she thought I was incredibly smart about what I want to do after grad school. And so she is in full support. And if I do have my own private practice, I want her to come with me. And my thing is this, in the therapeutic world, yes, I've went to school with a lot of great people, have great professors. Some of, like one of them, just like, and she knows it. But I still like her, but I just don't trust her that much. But anyways, it's like, just because I had good rapport with them doesn't mean everybody else follows suit. Like, the therapeutic world is so toxic. And so I think everybody should work together, but unfortunately, people are in it for the money. Talk to any social worker. Social workers are like, yeah, I thought about being a counseling mental health professional, but I wanted to make more money. So I went ahead and be a social worker. And I hear a lot of terrible stories about social workers, but I've met really good social workers that care about their job. So much that they deal with compassion fatigue, burnout, and they say, I can't do it anymore. Just like when you have great people like teachers, nurses and stuff that is out here trying to advocate for people, you have terrible people that ruin it. Terrible people, bad jobs push good people away. And it's like, we're in the age of Aquarius. Enough is enough. I honestly feel like collectively there's going to be a huge rebellion. And it's scary. I just feel it in my bones. But we got one more card and we'll end your reading. And it says angelic help. This is a time to trust in the universe and know that you will be provided for. There is a career or blessing lining up for you. So stay positive and believe. Pay attention to the signs your angels send during this time. Yes. So if you, again, like group 1, if you're already in my position where you got bullied and retaliated for speaking your mind and raising concerns, and you know you didn't do anything wrong, God has got your back. God wants to tell you that you are still the magician. It's not over. Like, yes, consider this situation as a blessing. You would have been just as miserable and mediocre as these people. So I say, fuck these people. Let them rot in hell where they belong. You have the tools, you have the knowledge, you have the skills to get this. So manifest what it is that you want. And I will also say, please be careful in terms of your manifestation. Do not settle for less. And again, pay attention to your body. If something is off, believe it. Everybody wants to peacock, right? Pretend like they're okay. When they know deep down inside they're garbage. Like straight garbage. When in doubt, pinky out, garbage, right? Garbage. I think your mind is incredibly powerful. Group number 1, ask for help. Your guides are saying, look, man, just say the word, whistle. If you have to whistle, if you have to put your fingers in your mouth and blow the whistle, they'll come. They'll give you something that's in alignment. Spirit is saying you got something totally better that is coming, where you can give these individuals the middle finger. It's a good thing that I shuffle live. But group 1, that was your reading. If you liked this, then subscribe to the channel, like the video. I very much appreciate you. Until then, I'll see you in another pick a card video. Best wishes, my darling. Talk to you later. Peace. Hello there, group number 2. I hope you are doing okay. Just gonna shuffle. What the hell was I gonna say? Jesus Christ, I hate Mercury retrograde. Hi, group 2. Okay, so I just want to say that whatever the outcome of this reading, I am not responsible for it. So, you know, please exercise your discernment. Tarot is used for entertainment purposes. Also, this is a general reading, not a personal one. If you want to book a personal reading with me, everything is in the description. And lastly, when I channel, I like to tell you personal stories about myself. This is not me trying to hijack your reading at any point. This is just to give you some form of relatable information that may help you. So if I feel called to tell you a story about me, then I'm going to do it. So let's get into it. We're going to get 7 cards. First impression. Yikes. Will you actually like this job? Oh my God. Work environment. All right, no nudity. Co-worker energy. Like, what's up with them? Oh. What to look out for? Okay. Opportunities for growth. Okay. And what is the outcome? Spirit, yes or no? Do you want me to take these? No. Okay. Shuffle again. Opportunities. What is the outcome? Sorry, what is the outcome? Or is this worth going? Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to fix this. Okay. I don't know how to read this. But I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm gonna do the best I can. So what is the first impression? Like, what is the energy, or possibly like supervisor for your job, practicum, internship, whatever the case it may be? You have the alternative Knight of Pentacles. So here you see where the horse bucked and went, whoa, because it's a mouse here. I don't know if horses are afraid of mice or whatever. I always thought it was elephants, but from what I can remember long ago, is that is actually a myth. So sometimes, you know, when you watch cartoons and stuff when you're a child, it's like, oh, you thinking it's true. It's not. But you got this alternative Knight of Pentacles. So your first impression, if you were to get this job, it's like, what the hell? This is like a really bump on the road. I don't know what's going on. It seems a little chaotic. Knight of Pentacles is an action card, but it's also the slowest moving knight of them all. But it usually wins the race, right? They take their time. Here, this is like you're on a path, but then you're bucking. What does this mean? Use another deck. What does this mean? All right, I got every card. What does this mean? A bump on the road. Maybe Spirit is saying, hold your horses. Maybe this is like a delay. What does this mean, Spirit? Thank you. I am taking reversals on this one. You got the Emperor twice. Interesting. So you have the 10 of Cups. You have the Emperor in a reverse. Okay. I think the first impression is that you're going to like this job. It seems likable. It seems like they'll be able to help you grow. I think you will be emotionally fulfilled with this. But something about it is, I won't necessarily say off. I just think that maybe I want to say the word like maybe you're dealing with someone who's controlling. I don't really think so. I think this is where you have one of those supervisors that's not going to be fully present. So it's like you have more control, or I heard the word autonomy, so I'm going to throw that out there. So I think with this particular Knight of Pentacles, there's going to be a little bit of a hiccup. I kind of feel like you'll be okay. It's giving me mixed signals in this one. I'm not going to front. But it's like, maybe if you were to have like an interview or something, it seemed cool and you take the job, but I think you will be gaining a lot of freedom from it. So it's something that you're not expecting. All right, I guess I'll take that. Sure. Will you actually like it? What is like the energy or the emotion? You got the alternative Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. Kind of scary. Even the devil is hiding. So to me, when I think of this card, this is not saying that your luck is going to be bad. I'm not picking that up. I just think that I keep hearing the word karmic. Because this is the card of Jupiter, and it's a planet of luck, growth, expansion, optimism, abundance, understanding is associated with Sagittarius. I just feel like when this wheel finally crack, I heard the word karmic cycle is over. Something is forced or something you did that made sure that whatever, I heard bad luck. So if you have like bad luck in certain fields, positions, environments with people, this luck is over. This is kind of giving me a sense, group number 2, that you're not really inquiring about a job for real. This is where you are inquiring about starting your own business. So I think with the Emperor in the reverse, it's like you don't have anyone to report to because you are that person. So if you are someone who is an entrepreneur, or you're thinking about entrepreneurship, you're going to deal with a bump in the road, because it's like, holy crap, like I'm on the right path, but it's like, oh, I got something to do. I have to do something. And Spirit, I keep looking at this pentacle. So in this guidebook, they're telling the story of what this means. They say, make sure that you hold on to your pentacle, or you might lose it. But yeah, this is totally giving me entrepreneurship. Like, I want to say almost 100%. So I want to say like 98% entrepreneurial. Now, if you are inquiring about a job and this is still resonating with you, cool. If not, choose another group. So let's talk about work environment. Like, what is the culture of it? You have Temperance, Sagittarius energy. I think this group values freedom a lot. So it's going to be really balanced. This is an energy for me, is that you are weighing out your options and you're making sure things are good. This is you putting things in alignment. This is you saying, like, I understand things are going to be chaotic, but I need a nice balance of chaos and order. And I think that's how you work. It's like, keep it neutral. If you are an entrepreneur, and you are inquiring about people who's working for you, they're going to be in great alignment. Like, you guys are going to sync like no tomorrow. Like straight vibes. Shit, I looked at the wrong thing. This is cause like I'm looking at the tarot spread on my other phone. I said co-worker, but yeah, like this is work environment, but yeah, same thing applies. It's going to be nice and balanced, a little bit of chaos, a little bit of order. This is actually co-worker energy I'm going to talk about. So let me do that now. We have the alternative chariot, Cancer energy. I think you're going to have such a hard time, honestly, to find people who are going to work with you. You know, I keep hearing the word assessment. So group 2, if you are this emperor individual, this is giving me a situation where you're going to have a hard time finding co-workers that can have the same ambition as you do. I keep looking at this lion here and I'm just saying lazy ass Leo. And so, Spirit, how in the hell do you want me to talk about this? I'm getting irritated. All right, so Cancer rules the 4th house of home. So you may want to, hire your friends. Don't do that. If you were to hire your friends, they're just going to take advantage of you. Shit is not going to move forward. Now, if this is just like the 2%ers, you're applying for a job and it could be like someone who owns a small business. I don't think things are going to go anywhere in the way that you want it. You see that there are storms, like a storm coming. So the chariot, like the writer, it's like this is about recognition. If the chariot was in the reverse, this is talking about where things are out of balance. But there is no movement. This lion literally fell asleep. The guy got out of his chariot. It's like, dude, what are you doing? There's about to be a whole thunderstorm, possibly a tornado. And you're just sitting here lying down. This is not the time to do it. It could be where you have really unreliable. Yeah, it's just giving me really unreliable coworkers. This is giving me where I used to work at this mortgage company where I was pulling in the weight. Another person was, but it was one lazy ass person that prioritized her husband more than her duties. So you're going to be dealing with individuals who are lazy ass Leos. That's what tarot told me, or not tarot, my guide. So I'm just got to follow what my guides say. So what to look out for? What are the red flags? Now you do have the Emperor again. Aries energy. I am, therefore I am. Now the fact that you had, and I'll pull them out again. You have the Emperor in the reverse. And of course I knocked my damn phone like a fat ass. But I can get up and get it while I'm talking. Lord. So yes, you got the Emperor in a reverse. And like I said in the beginning, trying to figure out what the hell does the alternative Knight of Pentacles mean. And so it just means that you're going to have like a supervisor that's a bit absent. That's just it. If I were to force this reading to talk about the Emperor in the reverse, this is someone who could be out of control, even though I said it here, but it could be an Emperor where they're out of control or too controlling, where you're dealing with someone in a position of power that could be too damn picky. What else? I think they care more about appearance. Nothing personal to my black women, but if you were to work with a black woman who say, oh, I did all this to my, like, I built all this. I do everything here. In my opinion, I think anybody, and it's not just black women, I think anybody who does things all in their own and brag about it, it's a red flag, because I don't think they're going to be that reliable. And you can't really tell them how to run their company, or let alone give them advice, because they're just gonna, dismiss it like, not necessarily F you, but it's just more ego based. And so I have never had like I never had a black woman supervisor. It would be interesting to see how that is. My supervisors have been mostly white women, and I had one black male supervisor. And from my personal experience, I am not putting everyone in a category. So this is not, not all. I don't want to hear, you can't comment or anything in this post, but it's like, in general, I don't want to hear not all bullshit. Like, this is from my experience. Gen X and boomer white women do not like me. Millennial black men do not like me. I don't know what's up. When I had white men as my supervisor, they were the most kindest people I ever met. And when I talk to white women about it, they're shocked. I'm like, I'm just being myself. I'm not doing anything. I'm not trying to sleep with these dudes or nothing. I don't know why they love me, but they do. They do. And so it's like my next job, I hope I have like a white guy. I ain't gonna front, because I've had good relationships with them. Or I hope I have a black woman. But when you deal with black women who are hardcore entrepreneurs, they're not that reliable. I wish they were. And I appreciate their heart. Hey, I did this on my own. It's a nice flex sometimes. But it's like, it's okay to ask people for help. Now, I haven't dealt with white women in that regard, or any other person of race. And I don't know why I'm talking about race here. So group 2, I don't know if you're black watching this or something like that, or somebody who's anything but black or white. But that's just something I picked up. So that's why I felt in call. I'm not trying to make this into a whole racial issue, but yeah, quite interesting that I brought that up. But what the hell? I live in fucking America. Everything is racist times 10. You just kind of have to laugh at it sometimes, because it's just like, I don't know what to do anymore, Lord. Anyways, is there opportunity to growth? Absolutely. Absolutely. The Knight of Cups is I heard relaxing energy, so I'm going to pick up what my mind says. But the Knight of Cups is usually making offers that's going to feel good. This is not a love reading, so I don't know why the love part wants to kind of come out. Like, it's just, it wants to come out, but then there's another part of me that refused to allow it, because this is about a career. If this was about a love part, I think you will love it. It's just a little chaotic. So, I mean, I wish I can give you the answer if this is a yes or no, because I asked, like, is this a yes or no? Why is it group 2 so fucking glitchy all of a sudden? The other reading I did, it was like, I can't think of shit. And it's like, what? But it's happening in real time, so I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm a perfect reader, because I'm not. But yeah, I think there is room for growth nonetheless. So what is the outcome? You got the Sun. This is positive. I think I gave you your answer. I think at first you're not going to like the job, but you have a really positive outcome. I think Spirit is saying be patient. You're going to have like a hiccup in this situation. Things may appear like it's not moving forward. You may have like a grumpy boss or whatever, but I think this supervisor with this Emperor card will help encourage you to move forward, to grow. It's just how they talk to you, group number 2. Do not take it personal. Spirit is totally telling you, do not take it personal. You will like this job. You will feel like things are growing. This is the Sun card, Leo energy. So, you will You would feel like you get to be yourself. Obviously, keep it professional. But I'm thinking of the word vitality. I think this will give you a lot of growth, a lot of energy, where you don't mind going to this goofiness of what's going on. But yeah, like the red flags I talked about, and again, like I'm not trying to generalize black women because I'm a black woman myself, but it's just from my observation. Every person I try to work with who is a black woman, they say oh my God, I did everything and built everything on my own. And I'm like, that sounds beautiful. Black women been in survival mode for so long. When will you have time to take care of yourself? Like, I don't want to be like the 41-year-old lady who works 7 hours a week, did not catch a break, and the minute she posted on social media, I need to take a break, she took a nap and died. I don't want that. And it's like when people who say I did everything on my own, it's like that's a red flag because you're not available. I'm just saying, it's like, like, don't be overly controlling. It's okay to ask for help. So it's like something happened to individuals within this archetype that they knew they could not rely on anybody, so they became like over controlling. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. So 2 cards and we'll end your reading. Any advice? Beware. That's funny. Spirit, you want me to take 3? Well, yeah, they said yeah. They're like, well, it's faced up, isn't it? And I'm like, all right, excuse me. Say it don't spread. I totally heard that. Okay, so wow. You have beware, denial, and new money. So make sure I read that in order. So it says, be prudent. Things are not what they seem. Careful who you talk to regarding money or business matters. Don't make any type of financial commitments now. What the hell? Denial. Perhaps you are insisting that reality be... Oh, excuse me. Of course, my body would say, hey, you gotta belch. Anyways, perhaps you are insisting that reality be something other than what it is. What are you refusing to see? It's better to live in truth than a lie. If you have been putting a false front to make money, it's time to remove the mask. I'm kind of getting like past experience here because this turned out to be good, honestly. And then you have new money. Something new you've been working on will be very profitable. You should consider creating a new source of income. This is giving me entrepreneurship. If you have a money-making idea, do it. So, interesting. Group 2, this is pretty much giving me like, especially those who is thinking about having their own business. That's why I'm like, this is a black woman watching this. So beware, be prudent. Things are not what they seem. Careful who you talk to regarding money or business matters. Don't make any commitments or financial commitments right now. To me, this is saying make a plan. So entrepreneurship, yeah, there's freedom involved, but the thing is, you're going to be working a lot hard. There's a reason why I talked about black women, what I observe from them, and as well as the black 41-year-old woman who died. So just know there are things that are going to be happening. So Spirit is saying beware. This is giving me where be in a balance of not living in a fantasy and just accept what is. kind of do some research is what I hear. Do some really thorough research, even for the 2% that is inquiring about a business that you want to be hired at. Do some thorough research about the job. Denial. So it says, what are you refusing to see? This one is coming up. Don't deny who you are. If you know that you deserve to be in a position of leadership, this is giving me a situation where stop applying for crumbs. Check your resume and see, look at certain skills. Okay, so you either want to go to ChatGPT or you want to go to Google. Use both, honestly, and see what are the qualifications or the skills of becoming this emperor person. If you feel like you're playing yourself small, this could be a situation where you are stopping yourself, because Spirit is trying to break this karmic wheel of you thinking like you have to be this individual when you don't. Be yourself. Bernie Mac is coming through. Be yourself. And if people don't like you for being yourself, fuck them. Like, really loud, very proud. Fuck them. You're going to attract better people who resonate with you. It's gonna be some hiccups. Spirit is saying don't hire your friends. Hell no, they're gonna take advantage of you. Find people who resonate with you once you take off the mask. I'm also hearing for some of you, you're gonna lose some people once you take off the mask, but you're only going to attract better. Quality over quantity. Let the dust mites be where they're at. Damn, okay, Spirit. New money. Yeah, you got a money making idea. I don't know what it is, but it's going to make you some bank. It still applies where there's going to be a hiccup, but you got the end result, the Sun card. Like, group 2, I'm so proud of you. You're going to be somewhere where, yeah, some shit is going on, let's like at the beginning, but you're going to have room for growth and things are going to be just so prosperous. You don't have to feel like some robot. That's so cool. So thank you so much, group 2, for being patient, because wow, it was kind of getting on my nerves about how to download these messages, but to me at the end it started to make sense. If you like my style of reading, subscribe to the channel, like the video if this resonates, and I will see you in another pick a card video. Best wishes, my darling. Talk to you later. Peace. Hi, group 3. These readings are a doozy. Okay, but whatever the outcome is, I'm not responsible for it. Just want to throw that out there. Tarot is used for entertainment purposes. Also, this is a general reading, not a personal one. You want to book a personal reading with me, everything is in the description for your review. Also, I do sometimes share personal stories. This is not a way to hijack your reading. I think these stories serve an important message for you. So if my guides say tell the story, I'm going to tell it. So let's get into it. Let's draw out 7 cards. First impression. Interesting. All right. Will you actually like it? Work environment. I don't take reversals in this deck, by the way. Co-worker energy. Okay. What to look out for. Opportunities of growth. Okay. Oh, interesting. And the outcome. Okay. All right. So they look nicely aligned. All right. So, the energy overall that I'm picking up from this reading is mostly positive, more chill. It's kind of chilled. I like chilled environments as long as the day goes by fast and I can go home because I love my home. But anyways, what's the first impression? So it's like the energy you may feel. You have the alternative temperance. So you see that she's just looking at the butterfly. She's not balancing things out. She has both her feet in the water. To me, it's like this feels more relaxed. So temperance is about control. That is literally what the word temperance means. But the overall thing about temperance is about things coming into balance, kind of weighing out your options a little bit. At least that is my interpretation of temperance. It comes after the death card, so it's like after a transformation. I felt the need to tell you about that, which is interesting. So maybe group number, oh, something went in my mouth, probably a stank ass fruit fly. I'm tired of them. Anyways, random. Considering I talked about transformation, I think after you've gone through a transformation, this is kind of like your energy, like, I don't care. I want to have a good time. And I think you're going to attract people who feel the same way. This is giving me where I am so taking a break from healing. Like, I'm tired of weighing out things. I'm tired of wearing a mask. I'm out here chilling. I'm out here just doing my thing. And I think just me talking about masks, because I'm just reading the vibe here. I think your employer's like, yeah, I like group 3. They're kind of cool. They're kind of cool, you know? Everything seems to be sweet, you know? Okay. Sound positive so far. So will you actually like your job? You have judgment. This is alternative. So obviously these people have been resurrected. They're fully clothed and they're going home. I think you'll have an opportunity to work from home is what I pick up here. Judgment from this card. What do you want to tell me, Spirit? I think after you were given a second chance or given a chance, and you see how this angel is going away to cast judgment on other people, I think you'll be fine. Like, I'm not really picking up anything bad from this. So this is giving me a yes, you will actually like this job. You see how people are holding hands like this is a family. Now, I will say, I don't like companies when they be like, oh my God, this is the family. We are family here. And some people don't get along with their family. And me, I'm like, I don't even hang out with my family. I think I only talk to my parents. You know, I'll see my niece here and there, and her mother can go straight to hell where she belongs. But so it's just like, that's all I talk to. Like, the rest of my family, they have judgment towards me, and I don't want to be bothered. So maybe this is like a red flag if they say, yeah, we're a family here. I don't know if you are going to work at a family business. Like, if so, group 1 is your warning, hardcore. Like, hardcore. But to me, this is giving me like, yes. So this is the card of transformation. This is Pluto energy. That is the planet of power. I don't think there's going to be any power struggle in this work. I think they're going to look at everyone as equals. So if you're kind to the custodian or janitor or whatever, you know, have that same energy like you would do with a CEO. To me, that is my vibe. So this, I don't know why I keep talking about my mortgage job, but we had a custodian named Mary. I don't know if she still works at that building. It's been, it will be 5 years since I've been at that job in September. But they called her the cleaning lady. And it's like, she has a name. Her name is Mary. Now, sometimes I had to walk away from Mary because she would be cussing loud, having these loud ass conversations with me. And I have to be as equally as loud with her so they don't sit there and say, LaShante say such and such. So I kept it professional. And I knew her routes. So if I knew she was coming at a certain time, I'll get up so she can stop kind of trauma dumping on me. But Mary was cool. You know, other than that, she was cool. But it's like, her name is not cleaning lady. Her name is Mary, bitch. So you're going to work at an environment where they're going to call like the custodians by their name. They're going to be kind to them. Even with the custodians at my school, I don't know their name, but I always say, hey, we'll joke. They be like, oh, girl, you are going out that classroom real quick. I'm like, I love home. Shit, I'm going home. Especially if we're leaving early. Like when you take graduate school, it's mostly nighttime. At least in my school. So classes, depending on what you have, class starts at 4, you ends at 6:30. Or if you have like back to back, sometimes you leave at 9:30 at night. I want to go home. I'm just saying, you know. So anyways, let's move on. So what is the work environment? Yeah, and like I said, it's a yes. Anyways, yeah, you would like the job. Anyways, work environment. You got the moon. Some of you may work at nighttime, considering I talked about the night. So maybe it's like a night shift or something like that. So just throwing it out there. The moon is Pisces energy. I'm not picking anything bad with this moon card, but I do want to clarify, what the hell does this mean about work environment? Because you have a wolf and a dog that is howling at the moon, and there's a lobster coming out. What does this mean? Ace of Wands, Two of Cups. Interesting. You have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So it's gonna be like a nice minimum pace. Like you're gonna have like colleagues that are pretty cool. Like this is like again a really chill ass reading. I really love group number 3 a lot. I really love group number 3. So here, the Ace of Wands, this is about an action. This is about your drive. The Two of Cups in a career setting, this is about a really good partnership. And then like the Ace, no, not the Ace, the Eight of Wands in the reverse, this is like slow movement. But you see how like in the upright, things are pointing down, but in the reverse it's pointing up. To me, like that up energy that I'm picking up, it's giving me where it's not bad, but for whatever reason Spirit don't want me to say it. What the hell I'm trying to say, Spirit? Sun in reverse. Okay, it's not going to be overwhelming. Like you'll be happy. I kind of feel like you'll be happy. Like you're going to have your days. But here, like the sun in the reverse, it can talk about being too optimistic sometimes. It can also talk about like doom and gloom energy. I'm not even picking that up. I just think like, to me, this is not giving me where you have to be fake happy, even though the sun is like the most positive thing in the card. Positive card in the deck is what I was trying to say. Jesus. And so like for here, it's just like, yeah, you know, things will be in the up and up, but things will be kind of balanced. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, like that's kind of like the work environment. Like some things will go high, some things will go low. You know, everyone will be in good partnerships. It's just giving me equally yoked that things are going to be cool. I really love this damn reading. How are your co-workers? You have the Queen of Cups. Your co-workers will be so emotionally stable. Just really, it's just chilled energy. Where they're like, yeah, things are pretty cool. You know, like, hey, group 3. Hey, girl. How you doing? Yeah, you know, I'm just here chilling. Same. Well, let me know if you need anything. All right, cool. I heard the word they will help you. It's like, they'll help you. Like, you'll have co-workers that will legit help you. And I'm like, hey, you know, give me, I'm like, would it be okay if you give me like 15 to 20 minutes and I'll come over and we can chat real quick? Oh, yeah, that's totally cool. I just appreciate your time. Word. Pew. buddy. And it's like, yo, where the fuck are y'all? I can't get that in certain work environments. It's like, yo, where the hell are y'all from? Like, y'all are so cool. It's like they will pour onto you with boundaries, is what I pick up here from this card. And you would do the same thing too. This is not going to be where somebody is taking advantage of anyone. It's like, go fuck off. So what to look out for, like any red flags or hidden bullshit to avoid? I'm not picking this up at all from the Empress. I think you don't have to worry about shit. Now, this is somebody here that's watching this is like, all right, look, this sounds too good to be true. And you are absolutely correct to feel that way. I'm not picking up anything that's just bad. I think you legit found people who resonate with you, like with this vibe. So the Empress, this is Taurus and Libra energy. This is giving me more Taurus vibes more than Libra vibes. And so Tauruses, they rule the second house of values. And so this is all about self-worth. I don't think you're going to be dealing with somebody that's just always in a constant state of the receiving energy. But I think you will be receiving abundance. I'm just not picking up anything bad. And I low-key don't want to force that, group number 3. Let's move forward. Okay. So, any opportunities for growth? Yeah. There are totally room for growth. If you started off as a page, you can definitely be promoted to a manager. King of Cups is someone who is emotionally mature. They're stable. It's just a nice balance of emotional intelligence and their logic. Discernment, I guess the word I wanted to say, my favorite word. What else do you want me to say? That's it. Like, I think this is like the quickest reading. Yeah, there's room for growth. Like, you will be all set. You actually have people who's willing to see you. Like, there is no competition. There's nothing stupid. This is a lot of water energy here. A lot of water. So it's like, Scorpio, Pisces, water. And then you got earth in the house. And you got like a little bit of fire and a little bit of air. It's kind of giving me like a really nice grounded energy where things are pretty damn cool. It's just like, hey, do your work. If I don't have to worry about you, you're good. I think this is your supervisor who is the Empress. It's like, I trust you to do the right thing. If I have to worry about you, that means I'm going to get up from my throne, and that's not a good thing. Now, I don't think they're going to give you any like attitude, but they're going to make sure to lay down those boundaries. So it's like at any given moment, they will turn into the King of Swords. It's like, all right, so I gotta set the record straight. You're kind of getting a warning at this point. I'm not going to write you up or anything like that, but this is what my expectations are. So I'm going to be watching you for a little bit to make sure that you all right. If I know you all right, you good. Like, I don't need to worry. I don't want to worry about you, period. That's just the vibe I got. And I'm like, I fucking love that. Like, my Virgo midheaven loves that so much. It's like, let me do my thing and how to run it, how I do my routines at work, and be done with it, okay? So what's the outcome? You got the alternative Hermit. So the Hermit is usually someone who is doing some inner work and is usually in a fog, but they have a lantern. You see how they took a break? I think you can legit take a break of having to wander. This is a Virgo card, by the way. And so that's it. Like, you have a routine, it works. You don't have to feel pent up. You know, I don't know about you, group 3, and obviously you can't comment on it, but I have such a hard time to relax that I rely on CBD oil. And it has helped me significantly because I've been getting like some real good sleep, especially for, you know, someone like me who is neurodivergent, specifically inattentive ADHD. And when I'm lying down, I feel my body clench because I'm in a constant state of anxiety. The vibe here with this Hermit card is that you don't have to be anxious. You're here to do your work. You already feel nice and healed in this situation. You are around healthy people. You're just good. Everything is good. It's like I can take a break from searching. This is giving me a job that you are going to settle because it actually provides what you need. Oh my God. This is a vibe. Now, I am going to pull these cards. Sometimes they have negative messages, but we'll see what it comes out. 2 cards for group number 3. God, Source, Universe, the Truth. Group number 3. Options. Setbacks. All right. What's up with this? So it says, many opportunities are becoming available to you now or flooded by too many ideas. Do not get stuck in doubt when an offer presents itself. Seize the moment. Create multiple streams of income. Yeah, I think what I pick up here with options is pretty much what the card says. You have a lot of options, but don't be overwhelmed. Don't doubt yourself, because I keep looking at, do not get stuck in doubt when an offer presents itself. If this Empress person is going to give you an opportunity to grow, he or she or they don't give that offer to a lot of people. That means they trust you. It's the channeled message I'm picking up. If they're going to give you something, take that opportunity. There is no hidden agenda at all. They trust you. That says a lot. That says a whole lot. Okay, cool. So then you got setbacks. Didn't they have setbacks here? Hold on. No, they didn't. Okay. But you got the card setbacks, and it says, your attempt to increase your income have been largely unsuccessful. This financial setback is forcing you to get more organized with your finances. Don't lose hope. Use this time to learn from your mistakes. So this is giving me from, you know, for those who don't have a job and you're kind of like in survival mode like everybody else. Be careful with your spending. You may have like a stupid setback like a car. So for example, my hand-me-down car of my mother's. My mom likes to buy cars that are shiny and have a nice sound system. She doesn't really care what all features they have. Like the Jeep that she has, she don't even know shit about it. And she had that car for like 3 years. But I have a setback. So I went in to get an oil change. I got to take my damn car back next week to get a damn converter replaced, a brand new one. And that's going to be like a good, like damn near $1,000. So that, I'm just using that as an example. Be careful with your spending. You know that you're abusing DoorDash and they have like a promo code, like, I don't know, 50 bonus or whatever, and you don't feel like cooking. Okay, well, kind of strategize it. Like if you're going to order something, order like a large thing and you don't have to cook and you're in a situation where you're resting. I'm just throwing that out there. It could be where if you have like a really good idea, because they said that many opportunities are becoming available to you now or flooded by too many ideas. If you have like 500 ideas, like someone who is neurodivergent like I am, stop, collaborate, and listen is what I hear from Vanilla Ice. I haven't said that in a long time. But they're just saying that learn from your mistakes. Do not act out of impulse. Don't just be like, oh, it's a good idea, let me hurry up and just do that, and not like be thorough. So for example, like if you were to sell art, and I can tell you my mistakes right now. I was listening to people who own their business and didn't own any business. I always felt like I needed to be a trend hopper. That was exhausting. Now I still have my art online business, and I get like sales here and there from TeePublic and Redbubble, but I'm so burnt out. Like, I would love to make art and sell it, but my mistake is I was providing too much shit. And so if I want to go back in the game of selling my art, I'm just going to focus on perler beads, because people really love my perler bead creations that people have never seen before. And I refuse to put out, you know, any stencils or whatever, because I've had my ideas stolen so many times. But the beautiful thing is I always see them fail because it wasn't meant for them. Booyah. So anyways, you know, so it's just like sharing that example, group 3. It's like, you stop, collaborating, and listen. Look at your mistakes of what you did before. If you know that, you know, if you've been getting pick a card readings where they say, hey, group whatever, be careful with your spending because you're going to end up spending more than you can chew. Listen to that message. Because like, even when I came home from my mini vacation, the minute I turned on my oven, 15 minutes later, it went and one part of my wall just will not work. That means that I blew a fuse because my stove was over 20 years old. So I had to spend money, over $800, to get this really good ass stove. I've already bought a new refrigerator. Now I had to buy a new stove. Now I got to get my fucking car shit replaced. All this happened in Mercury retrograde, by the way. So Mercury retrograde is hitting my pockets. So it's like, as much as I want to buy some new clothes, I can't, because I have bigger bills to pay off. So this is just, again, like all these examples about setbacks, but I don't want to make this super long. Group number 3, thank you so much for being patient with this reading. If you enjoyed it, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I shall see you in another pick a card video. Best wishes, my darling. Talk to you later. Peace.